I know literally nothing about Undernight in Birth, except for the fact that maybe it's made by Arc System Works. But before we start, massive thanks to Johan Stenfeld for requesting and funding this video on Sponsa. Link in the pin if you want to request a video yourself to skip the queue. Now let's start with the arcade opening. Oh! Oh my gosh! Wait. That song reminds me of something. Wait, I need to listen to it again. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Okay, I think it sounds like... No. It's... I feel like it's at the tip of my tongue. Was it one of the key openings? No, maybe not key. It really sounds like something that I've heard before. Oh, wait, maybe it was Gundam openings. Yeah, it might have been of a song that sounds similar to a Gundam opening. I just don't remember which one. Or else it's Saint Seiya. Maybe not. Do let me know what you guys think it sounds like. It does sound very similar to like the early 2000s anime. So I do wonder if this was released in the early 2000s. I don't think it says or here either. Yeah, it doesn't really say. So I guess we'll see. So this must be the main character. And then who is this? I assume like she has like a pretty high presence considering that she is the second character that's appearing in the opening. And her too, she's so pretty. Ooh. I can't believe this actual like animation too. Whoa. Oh wait, this character earlier, right here, that must be like some kind of like werewolf maybe? Kind of feels like it would be, especially with the way that they're like sitting. And I think it has like ears, right? With like long hair perhaps. If it's the same maker as Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, then I assume it's probably along those lines. But you know, who knows, right? I can never be too certain. I do really like the song though. And the character, the art style really reminds me of the Fate visual novels, like that art style. It kind of looks similar to it. Obviously, it's not the same art style, but the simplicity with the eyes and the way that things are like colored really does remind me of that. And the animation's so clean, gosh darn it. Thousand Nights, Recurrence Night, Reverie and Invite, and 7 Days Immortal, Unreal Black Things. Ooh. So this is Undernight in Birth EXE, late arcade opening. Wait, is there a difference between the previous one and the EXE late? Is it like continuation? Oh, I love the magic circles in the back for her. Yeah, okay, so that guy in the yellow or blonde and black hair must be the main character. For sure, I think, because he appeared multiple times. Okay, so I guess it is like a sequel. They just didn't really like update the thing. This is EXE late. Okay, so this is the console opening, so it's got to be different from the first one that I watched. And Yaten no Ori Recurrence Starry Night. Ooh. Oh, animation. Okay. Hyde. Okay, so your name is Hyde. And this is wait, I think it's a Line. Oh yeah, okay, so Line. Okay, so she seems like more like a assassin type with the dagger. Kind of reminds me of Jack the Ripper in Fate Grand Order in terms of like fighting style. This one is wait, what did it say? Let's see. Waldemar Waldstein? Yeah, Waldstein. I think that's what it says. Oh, that was the evil guy looking. Your name was Carmen. Okay, so we have Linen, I think, and then Waldstein, and then Carmen. I think that was her name, right? And Hyde, that was the main guy. So that was Seth. This is Yuzuriha, Orie, and then what was that one? Sometimes I wish they would like put the text like literally easily on the bottom. But I guess, you know, stylistically it looks great like this though. Merkava? Is that right? Merkava? Oh, this must be the thing that was standing on the roof. Maybe not. Gordian. Chaos. Elthum? Elthum and Akatsuki, probably. Yakuya. Nanase. Ah, yes! The magic circle! Hilda. So she must be the bad guy. Or no, he is. Or maybe not? Okay, seems like they're partnered. Not like romantically, I don't think, but like they're probably like a group. If it has a story, that is, which I assume it does. I think the character design that I like the most actually might be the main guy. Oh, and also this nun girl. I really like how like her weapon looks. It looks so cool and so pretty. It's to my taste, honestly. But the one thing I'm not sure about is, do all like fighting games have some kind of like story? Like, because it feels like, at least the ones I've seen so far, which are pretty much like 4 games, Granblue, Guilty Gear, and then this one and BlazBlue. And it feels like all of them have like pretty in-depth storylines. I'm not really sure if that's the case for like every fighting game, or if it just so happens to be that I just happen to look at the ones that tend to have a lot of story. Do let me know down below if that's the case. So this is the console version. And then this one is Recurrent Starry Night, Undernight, In-Birth, EXE Late, console opening thing. Oh. Very different feel. So is he a student or something? Or is he just dressed like that and he's part of an organization? Ah, so now we actually get to see the... Oh, it kind of does look like BlazBlue in terms of how it looks animation style when the characters are attacking. Oh wait, now that I think about it, I think someone said that it wasn't made by Arc System Works, but a different set of devs, right? It's just that they're close or something. It's so hard to tell. I think they appeared in the cross tag team battle for BlazBlue, I think. It's been a while. I was so confident that it was made by Arc System Works, but if it's wrong, I'm gonna cry for embarrassment. Which is pretty likely now. Wow! That's intense! Oh my gosh, I wanna... Is their super also really good? Dang, that's so fast! Is it normally this fast? This guy looks totally evil. The guy with like black eyes. I'm trying to find him. I think it was like around here. No, not yet. No. Yeah, this guy kind of looks evil. Is he like actually a good person or is he actually evil? Please do let me know down below about like the lore of these characters so I kind of get an understanding. I mean, I tend to have a really bad memory, so it'd be really helpful if you guys can like repeat yourselves too, if you need to. But in any case, he kind of creeps me out. Kind of reminds me of those yanderes in anime, or even the ones that are like secret serial killers in shows. Could be one or the other, right? Probably. Also, if you enjoyed this so far, then be sure to hit the like and subscribe and comment down below and share my video with a friend to spread the fun. You can also get early and full access to all of my content here by joining my squad here on YouTube. So that was the console opening. Now let's see what the next one is. EXE Late Saint Arcade. Oh wait, are these like different, like, is it like a DLC type of situation, or is it kind of similar to Guilty Gear Rev, where they have like released separate games, but like it's basically the continuation of the other one and it's technically the same game but with like slight updates? Oh wait, but this is the arcade opening. I'm so confused what the difference is. Oh, they actually say, okay, so the young boy, victim of chance and coincidence, Hyde, EXS of Darkness Void Red. Okay, so the sword thing must be the Void Red, right? An ordinary child from an ordinary high school. Okay, so he is a student who's the protagonist of the story. He was saved by Linne. Okay, so it is Linne. While under attack by a void. So void is probably like some kind of monster thing that they had to fight against. As a result, he awakened to his power of EXS, and Linne has demanded his help. Since then, Linne has made Hyde's house hers, as well having Hyde do her bidding. Okay, so I guess Linne is like older, maybe? Even though she's like super short. So all the while, when the hollow night falls on the world, she acts on her own, not wanting to expose him to danger. Aww, that's so cute. So she actually, even though she like tells him to do stuff, she still does her best to protect him. Because he is just a student and probably very young and just starting to understand what was going on. So I assume Hollow Knight is the dark stages that we saw in the previous opening. And it's probably like something that doesn't let normal people usually be able to see what's going on. Maybe like send them to like a parallel world type of thing. That's my guess. In order to save her, however, Hyde takes matters into his own hands. Okay. The mysterious girl who appears before Hyde, Linne, EXS of Agility Speed Star. Okay, so she's like really fast then. A lady young only in appearance. Okay, so she is only young in appearance. She's actually older. Okay. The heroine of this story. She saves a high school student from being consumed by a void, but cannot save him from turning into an in-birth. Okay, so when you have that special ability, you are called an in-birth. After discovering his awakened powers, however, she asks for his help. Use that power of yours to end my life. Oh. Okay, so she must be like some kind of immortal who has been trying to like basically end her life, but then it doesn't really happen that way. But before he can grant her wishes, a woman claiming to be the leader of Amnesia leaves them with a cryptic message. I'll be waiting at the abyss of on the Hollow Knight princess. She's a princess? Waldstein, okay, so Monster of Strength and Eternity. Gosh, these characters are going through so much so far, and it's already been 2 characters. EXS of Mountain and Strength. Hecaton Kairos. Also, the music is just, I enjoyed it so much. It's kind of similar to, it's kind of in between the style of, or at least the vibe it gives is similar, like in between Guilty Gear's music with the rock and also Blaze Blues, like J-pop. It's like kind of in the middle in terms of like vibe wise. I think it's probably closer to Blaze Blues music genre though, but either way, it just feels like a nice like in between in terms of like spectrum of the vibe of each game. It's quite interesting actually because of that. And it makes the music listening a lot more exciting. Anyways, let's keep reading this because I really want to learn a bit more about them. So this guy's a mysterious old beast who has lived centuries. Oh my gosh, that's such a long time. So does that mean all the inverts are like basically immortal then? With ties to the Nightblade, he operates by the princess's side, which is Linne. Speaking of the princess, she has recently taken a somewhat useless high school student under her wing, leaving the beast perplexed. All the while, Wade and his comrades are under attack from a mysterious organization, Amnesia. So Amnesia is the main enemy. The Hollow Knight is upon us, and we will settle this, says a high-ranking member of said organization. In hopes that he may protect his master, Wald decides to head into the belly of the lion's den alone, fulfilling his promise with Linne's older brother, Kuon. This guy is probably from Amnesia, right? On the border of madness and pleasure, Crimson Origins. Okay, so his hand thing must be the Crimson Origins, is my assumption. Carmen, Lifeblood's EXS, Blood Spike, or maybe it's that, Blood Spike? In exchange for his own life force, this warrior has mastered a unique and forbidden technique, making a show of his powers. His only objective is to seek fights. He attacks other inverts because they robbed him the wrong way. Another night, but tonight, the man he defeated belonged to Amnesia. With his final breath, he utters the name Hilda, the strongest invert of them all. Carmen is ecstatic with the news and makes his way to where she is. Okay, so he's not exactly like the enemy, but he's not great either. No, that was so fast. Okay, so this is the basilisk that devours all, Merkava, FLS of the basilisk Jormungandr. What is this? So they've been putting out like EXS and things like that, but what's FLS and what is EXS? Because clearly that means something, right? A mysterious man who has fallen into the corruption of a void, thought to be the shadows of failed rebirths. Many are fascinated with his form existence. Most recently, a woman named Hilda has been pestering Merkava quite thoroughly. On this Hollow Night, many inverts gather. Something doesn't feel quite right. Heh, perfect. He'll have plenty of victims to satisfy and the hut will go on. Okay, so he's actually an enemy. Okay, here's another EXS. So it clearly does mean something. Executioner of the Licht Cry, Orie. EXS of Purity Thanatos. She is an execution officer of the Licht Cray. Licht Cray? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. An organization with their minds set on annihilating the voids and maintaining the peace for mankind. Having lost her parents at a young age, she was raised within an institution of the organization to repay her debt to society and to ensure there are no more children who suffer the same fate she has. Oria takes a stand and fights. Tonight, on orders of the Licht Cray, she travels to the metropolis to investigate the large surge in inbirths and the movements of the ever-expanding Amnesia. All the while, she also speaks for the void who speaks, the creature responsible for her parents' death. Oh, isn't that like the previous one that we just saw? That's her enemy? Okay, now we have another FLS, an autonomic nerve with the mission to eliminate all voids. Vatista, FLS of Binding Restriction, an ancient biological form known as autonomic nerves. There we go. They've existed for as long as we know, arguably an eternity, and emerged during the Hollow Knights as an enforcer. She's one of them. On this Hollow Knight, she detects an abnormal number of EXS levels and awakens. Once awake, she wanders this night as the program deems fit, making her way towards the abyss. Her mission to determine the source of the disturbance in EXS and eliminate it. But to her, voids and inverts are all enemies. Okay, so she's also an enemy. No! I must. I won't be like pausing after this one, but I really want to like know who these characters are. The assassin who wanders the night, Seth. EXS of excavation, Kaon. A young boy feared from those who know him as the assassin. He appears before certain power users, challenging them to duels, but no one knows why, or for that matter, who he is. The moment he heard the name Princess of the Nightblade, his attitude changed. His emotionless face was no longer so. Since that day, he wanders the town searching for the princess, not on anyone's orders. So he's actually looking for Linne, right? Blade of the Godspeed, Yuzuriha. EXS of Falling Flowers, Angel Lost. A rather dangerous-looking girl who wields a blade as tall as herself. She's descendant of one of the protectors of this domain, but her family has abandoned that task, with the exception of the single blade she wields. Yuzuriha herself has heard of the voids and the Nightblade, but finds the entire concept ridiculous. Her parents failed to pass on the tradition. What? There was more? One night, she takes the heirloom sword and heads into the Hollow Night, where all the inverts are set to gather. Why she must go out tonight, you ask? Well, because it seems like fun, of course. Oh, okay, so she's that kind of like, let's do this for fun. Okay, so this guy is Gordu, and then Chaos, Closet Strategy, and the Harvester of Greed. So he wields a sickle And this guy is probably like, I'm not really sure what it is. But he's illusion type. Handles most of the day-to-day operations of Amnesia, moving people around like a pawn. He's actually pretty close to Gordu, who actually left the organization now. And he's keeping an eye on Licht Cray, which is Amnesia's greatest threat, and is looking for Crimson Knight, Gordu's hunter. Gordu is a fighter who's infamous in the underworld, known as the Invincible Mercenary. Always fights on someone's behalf as an agent, and no one really knows his true intentions. Amidst this kid, he discovers an old friend, Hilde's, and Amnesia's plans, and sets off to put an end to it. Not for hire, but for his own satisfaction. A really strong person, it seems. Okay, so Akatsuki and Eltnum. So Akatsuki's a guy, okay. Suddenly appeared in modern-day Metropolis, important mission, seeks to see it through, awaken from deep sleep, and he doesn't really know how to navigate, or in a world he had no clue how to navigate, continues to fight. So he has a secret weapon bound to him. His armament of lightning, has it all projectiles, anti-air lunging attacks? Sounds like a main character, so no one knows who he is. And the Eltnum is a girl. Oh, okay. So this is Akatsuki. I got confused for a second. And this is Eltnum. Okay. Mysterious girl is said to have saved a city from a dark vampire once upon a time. No one really knows anything about her, but she returns to darkness equally as fast, earning her the title of Drifter. Oh yeah, you're the one I was curious about. Byakuya, the predator that roams the night. Dark spikes. He wanders with an orthodox girl, Tsukuyomi. Byakuya's abilities enabled him to cast a myriad of blades at his opponent. The mysterious power binds and rends his opponents alike. Their motivation is unknown, but he fights to make Tsukuyomi's wish come true. Interesting. Okay, so he's not like a good person for sure. Mysterious girl chasing after Hyde. If you're a man, take responsibility. The exact details of the quarrel is unknown. And then she, underneath the night, she finally finds the man she's looking for, the kid with the red sword. So that's a simp, basically. Phonon, Baroque noise. I cannot read that. Okay, so this is Hilda, the one that made the Amnesia organization. So she's the evil boss. And let's see. Eternity Princess. Oh, okay, so she's actually the Princess of the Nightblade. Okay, so the other guy was actually looking for her, not Linne. Interesting. Hey, he's doing it. Oh! So the night is where all the battles happen. How intriguing. So that means the plot must be something along the lines of, what was it, Hilde trying to stop Amnesia along with Linne. This one's latest console opening. Oh no, it's Hyde, not Hilde. What am I talking about? It's true. It's Hyde. Sorry. It really does remind me of Fate. The drawing style, I like it. Hilda. Oh, it's Hilda, not Hilde. Hilda looks like Fate's mom from Nanoha. Like the vibe they give really reminds me of that. Ooh, it's so smooth, look at that. They're so quick. And It's so cool that they fight together. Can you actually do that in game? Or is it just like one character? And the night is over. This one is CLR opening. Ah, yes. I like how everyone like gets ready to fight and then that's their artwork. Wagner. Landrekia. It's like endless fighting, huh, for the, what was it, in-births? I'm actually quite astonished by how much they're animating here, and even with the addition of the actual game sprites, it still looks pretty good, which I appreciate very much. Now, let's see what the next one is. I did hear that there's probably going to be no other Undernight and Birth games releasing, but I'm not really sure how true that is. Please let me know down below if that's the case. If that is the case, then that makes me kind of sad. Oh, it says Arc System Works. Okay, so I guess I'm not like too off there. Sis Celeste intro. Wow, the artwork has improved. Or it's a very different style now. It's like HD version of what they had. Kind of similar to Blaze Blue, actually. The artwork. Maybe it's the same artist. Kaguya. She looks really pretty. Who are you? What? Is that the enemy? Wait, a random... Now there's another team? Yep, that's definitely the enemy in this one. Is she falling? Yeah, they're definitely evil. I need to check something. There was like a really cool, I think it was like when, no. He was around here. Yeah, that's really nice art that I wanted to see. Oh, yeah, right there. Wow, that is a nice piece of art. Ooh. Honestly, all of the music has hit so far. I feel like fighting games just really do well with the music in terms of like making you hyped. And even though the openings are really short, I feel like it really made me interested in the lore of these characters. What is the story behind them? Ah, I'm so curious. I wonder what I should look into next for Undernight. Okay, so that was pretty much the end. let's just keep him there. He's probably the main enemy though for this one. So this must be the last game. Wow, I thought there would be a lot more games, but it's a lot shorter than I expected. In any case, be sure to click on the playlist right here on the screen if you want to see more videos like this one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!